I want to give some tips to my depressed folks that are out there and give you some tips from my experience as well. See, when I was younger, I was a very depressed kid. I was very pessimistic. I would not really have any optimism. I would just feel like the world was going to come crashing down, and I felt like nothing was going to help me. These tips could work for those people who feel like the therapist doesn't understand you, or, other people just don't seem to understand you, because this happens. First thing I want to say is that when I would feel super lonely or super down, I would put on a show that made me feel like times were more simple. Shows and songs are like time machines for me. But when I watch a show, when I have a visual, it's like it takes me back in this time machine and it raises so much energy that pertains to my younger self. You can do a lot of alchemical work with this energy. When that energy rises, it's going to come so naturally because you have such a strong resonance with that particular show that you might be putting on. You could store that energy in something like a quartz crystal and literally hold that crystal as a magic object with that energy in it and come back to and use it whenever you want when you're feeling sad, down, or depressed. You can do this with a teddy bear. You could do this with any object. That energy can be placed into an object and make it residual. It can just completely reside there to where you can use it as a complete comfort object. I highly recommend this for people who really just feel like they don't have anyone. Comfort objects are amazing and they've helped me a lot in my life. Another thing that I want to give is basically a technique that I would use to get myself more in a creative space. When I'm creative, or when I used to get really creative, that would take me out of my depressive states. That would take me out of feeling like no one understood me or no one liked me. You can look up a recipe online, and when you find this recipe, just try and go get some of the items that pertain to this recipe. Or if you have the items inside, then put together these things and get creative making this recipe. But burn some incense and play some really nice jazz music or some Tibetan singing bowls. It's absolutely beautiful when you're expressing your creativity in this way. This will clear your mind. It's going to mellow you out and calm you down. Burning some Egyptian musk is really nice for this. Burning some sandalwood would work very well. You can burn rose incense. Cinnamon works very well for this too. But this is something that can really soothe and relax you. Cook some food for yourself. But put it together and listen to this music or listen to these energies at the same time and just feel into the activity that you're doing. If that doesn't work, may I recommend something that will be a little more relaxing is running a bath. You don't necessarily have to have herbs or anything, but running a bath and putting on some music is a really good way to show yourself some self-love. You run that bath water. It's ultimately up to you if you want the water to be cold or for it to be warm. I like it to be more lukewarm because I don't know, that's really soothing to me. You can put essential oils in there, but make sure that they're not the kind that are going to make your skin irritated or harm you. Okay? And just breathe. Light some candles. Red candles are very amazing for self-love. Black candles are really good for that because they can absorb the energy of that, emotion that you might have when you're feeling down. I like black. I like to surround myself with the color black because it's such a absorbent color. When I'm feeling upset, feeling sad, feeling down, having any like depressive episodes, I like black. It's a very comforting color for me. Yellow can be a very uplifting color as well. Use colors around yourself to change the mood, to raise those emotions of more positive thoughts, more positive feelings. Because I tell you right now, yellow and colors that are more comforting to you will change the mood. That's the reason why there are certain places that you can go to that will have red rooms, yellow rooms, green rooms. They experiment with people and see how people are going to react to those specific colors, because those colors trigger people's specific emotions and they can also trigger memories. I love that concept. It's extremely creative, so I try and do that. Now in my ritual space, I have a black light because I love the darkness. I love the darkness. I feel comfort in the darkness. If I'm even in the shower, I like to turn the light off and be in the shower because it just makes me feel like I'm being embraced by all of the spirits that I work with. It also gives me the ability to really focus and just let go without distraction, because light is distracting to me. You also could draw a picture and write down things that are beautiful about yourself, or write down things that you really appreciate about yourself. You could also augment this into writing these things daily on a mirror and writing at least two nice things about yourself every morning and reading those things. As you fill that mirror up, wake up every morning and go look in that mirror and read those things to yourself and use those as affirmations to start your day. These are just a few things that I feel really have helped me, and they potentially could help you too. Thanks, guys.